Oh, she quickly left.
Did Shruti get dropped?
Yeah. So there
Uh,
are four of
she'll be
us,
back.
five of us, I mean, sorry. 안녕하세요, 여러분.
안녕하세요.
네.
네, 안녕하세요. Hi everyone, this is Ranella from GLEx2020 podcast. I'm here with my pod squad, our pod squad, as usual, the regular crew. So we started GLEx2020 podcast community back in 2020 in July, and now we study with native speakers in small groups for structured conversation and learning sessions. Ours is a donation based model, so we use Patreon to um, get funds from our members, and some of our teachers only ask for $1 per hour, so we pay them $1 per hour from the student tuition. I just want to shout out to our main supporters. Right here, Daniel is with me. Daniel, say Tina.
Tina.
Sam.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
Marco.
Uncle.
Christian.
Cookie.
Rose.
Wow.
Thank you so much to those of you who contribute to our Patreon. Actually, we only need 200 members to pledge $3 a month to cover our expenses. So if you feel called to, please pledge $3 a month at patreon.com.
There's also Zarina. Zarina is our recent Patreon member.
Oh, did we miss Serena? Say Serena. Serena.
Karina.
Yay.
So cute. Oh my
네,
God.
감사합니다.
Okay, that's me out.
네, 안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 인도에서 살고 있는 산치다라고 합니다. Hello, everyone. This is Sanchita from India, and I'm the co-founder of GLEx2020 podcast with my friend Janela. And we manage a global community together, which recently crossed 1,000 members. I can't believe it's already been 1 year since I started learning Korean. So I met Janela last year in the lockdown period, and soon after, we started this podcast to record our language learning journey. And GLEx2020 podcast is our passion project that came birth in last year, July last year, when we both needed study buddies. There was a need for this for many people, so they joined us. And our Facebook group is not like other groups, it's quite strict, and we have codes of contact. And we have membership questions and participation form. So we can send emails to our members for regarding our class offers. And we have partnered up with a NGO in South Korea and host study fair events with national and state universities in South Korea. Yes.
Today we'll be talking about performance on tests and comparing ourselves to others.
Mhm.
Welcome to our weekly live stream. My kids are loud in the background, but it's okay. These are the kinds of moments that allow us to continue to study despite what's going on in our lives. And it's not a requirement for you to be quiet or whatever. Just mute yourself. Unfortunately, as the host, you get to hear everything in my background. I tend to mute myself from time to time, and Sanchita will take over.
Mhm. Please take a few moments to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on the screen. Comment in the comment section and join our Zoom session. We hear that Koreans love our show because they get to listen to us speak English. If you are Korean and want to join us live, the link is in the comment box. So today we'll practice. No, before that, let's introduce our pod squad. Zarina,
네, 안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 자리나입니다. 저는 싱가포르 사람입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다. Srikirti, is she here? No, she's not. So Diana,
안녕하세요. 디아나입니다. 인도네시아 사람입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. Rose,
네, 저는 로즈입니다. 미국 사람입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. So today we will practice a script as usual and talk about how we feel about tests and comparing ourselves to others. The script is on our screen. Yanela, do you want to start first?
네. 야, 시험 잘 봤어?
아니, 완전히 맞췄어. 망쳤어.
진짜? 다행이다.
왜?
나도 망쳤어.
진짜? 하이, 나 이거 하나 틀렸어. 너 이거 맞았어? 맞았어?
뭐? 하나?
이거 하나 틀렸어. 그래서 100점이 아니야.
너 맞고 싶어?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞을 거야. 나 간다.
That's a sound effect. Me chasing Sanchita for saying she only got one wrong.
No, that won't be me.
This should have been switched.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Angelina?
I thought you were supposed to do this in Korean and English, the first round.
Oh yeah, actually. Yes.
The first round is Korean and English.
Yes, that's what I thought.
하지만 저는 Daniel 뒤에 있어요.
Ranela screwed up this time.
I screwed up. Which is exactly the title of today's episode. Perfect. I love when umyongida. It's what do you call it?
Spontaneous.
It's destiny. That I messed up.
Sioni?
Yeah,
Sioni,
Shihom Chalbasto. Have you seen the test? Maja?
No.
Have you given
Shihom
the test?
Chapaso means that you do well on your test. Chapaso. Because they do not say I. When you say I have a test, they don't say Shihom isoyo. They say Shihom payo. Means I'm sitting for a test. So if you do well, then it's Chapaso.
봤어? 아니, 완전히 망쳤어.
That's a new
No,
word
I
for me.
messed up.
망쳤어.
망쳐서 messed up. I really messed up.
망쳤어. 망치다. 망쳤어.
Screw up. Shikirti 여기 있어요.
진짜? Really? 다행이다. Why is 다행이다?
Oh,
I didn't-
Dangida is what a relief.
But why would he say what did he do?
Oh, because he says me
Because
too.
she
I
messed
also
up
screwed
too,
up.
or he messed up too.
Because his next
Oh, by the
line
way,
is
this dialogue is from Talk to Me in Korean. We just changed it to A and B because we had a request from one of our participants to just make it A and B because he was still having trouble reading. So he just put it as A and B so he knows which one to say.
yeah, makes sense.
But otherwise, there was actual names that went along with the dialogue from Talk to Me in Korean. So this is slightly altered from the original.
나도 망쳤어.
I
Even
messed
I
up
messed
too.
up.
나도
messed up
멈췄어.
too.
I messed up too.
진짜?
Kincha.
I don't know how to make that sound effect.
Oh, that's just an automatopoeia. So really,
I thought
like a
it's like
sigh.
phew. It's like a phew,
It's
right?
like, well, phew is like relief. Like, I'm glad.
It's like a
Oh,
sound.
is
Yeah.
it?
This is like, feels like more negative. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
Igo.
Ahu, ahu.
Na igo hana. Oh wait, I got one wrong.
나 이거 하나 들었어.
나 이거
I
하나
got
들었어. I got one mistake. I made one mistake.
I got one wrong. 들렸어 is wrong,
Third
right?
is Terida is yeah, I
I got
guess you could
one
say
wrong.
yeah, one wrong, one mistake.
I got one mistake.
No igo majaso.
So 이거 맞았어? What is
Did you get this
맞았어?
one right? Did you get this? Did you get this right?
나 이거 너 이거 맞았어? Okay.
Did you get this right? You're asking a person who failed if they got that one question right.
쌤 질문 드릴까요?
네.
아니요. 여기 like in the first sentence when they ask 시험 잘 봐요? Isn't it like do we see the exam properly?
It's
that's how you
not,
say to
but,
take
this-
an exam.
Yeah, we normally say shihomi payo.
We use a natural expression.
Mhm.
이거 하나 틀렸어. Yes, I got one wrong.
Yeah, sometimes you can't translate directly across like that. Like just idiomatically, they see an exam and we take
Yeah.
an exam. So
yeah.
We say when we have a
Okay.
test, we say
Got
isoyo, right?
yeah,
Yeah, we say
took a
shihomi
test.
isoyo, but they will say shihomi or shihomer payo. Shihomer payo. I have a test.
너 맞고 싶어? What is 맞고 싶어?
You want to get beat?
Why are there so many words with 맞았어, then
Beat.
맞고?
I spelled beat wrong. You want to get beat? Colloquial.
Yeah, because even for vaccination, injection, when you receive an injection, you don't say injection batayo, you say injection machayo.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
that. That's something that we all need to learn right now, right?
Right?
Yes, that's what I learned from my sonsengnim.
Oh, like
So,
matta, like
matta-
right.
Matta
Really?
has a lot of there's a lot of what do you call it?
Different,
There's a
unrelated
same word.
meanings.
Yeah.
Weird.
Many is it called homonyms?
Yeah,
So one word with many meanings.
that's weird. I had no idea.
No, I will get 100 next
typo
time.
있어요.
네.
Oh, why am I happy about it? So no,
Because
맞고
the title of this episode is I Screwed Up. So go ahead, point out all the ways I screwed up.
So the English one, the English translation, you want to get beat in the brackets. Is it cold?
Colloquial.
Collocation. Oh, sorry.
Ah,
It's
colloquial.
a
Okay.
colloquial expression.
네.
So we can say,
I thought like cold. It was so cold expression.
I'll just colloquial. 네. Does it fit? No. Hold up. Oh, okay, it fits. All right. So maybe I'll make this different color, like a lighter green. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that this is a different. These two go together apart from this one. But okay, what happened? Where's the page? Whiteboard. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So now
Shwaya?
it's me and Zarina.
Ne.
Okay.
You guys do the English too.
Okay.
Next.
Sanchitashi,
네.
with all the expressions and intonation, okay? We have to feel the conversation. It will be fun.
Okay. Oh, now I'm nervous. Okay, let's start. Yeah, 시험 잘 봤어? Did you do well on the test?
아니, 완전히 망쳤어. No, I really messed up.
진짜? 다행이다. Really? What a relief.
왜? Why?
나도 망쳤어. I messed up too.
진짜? 나 이거 하나 들었어. 너 이거 맞췄어? Really? I made one mistake. Did you get this right?
뭐? 하나? What? One?
이거 하나 들었어. 그래서 100점이 아니야. Yes, I got one wrong.
So I didn't get 100. 너 맞고 싶어? You wanna get beat?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞을 거야. 나 간다. No, I will get 100 next time. Next month, I'm going.
네,
네,
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
네.
감사합니다.
So it's me A and Shikita B.
Yep.
Shikati,
네네.
준비됐어요?
모르겠어요.
준비됐어요? Are you ready?
야야.
야, 시험 잘 봤어?
아니, 완전히 망쳤어.
진짜? 다행이다.
왜?
나도 망쳤어.
진짜? 나 이거 하나 틀렸어. 너 이거 맞췄어?
뭐? 하나?
응, 이거 하나 틀렸어. 그래서 100점이 아니야.
너 맞고 싶어?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞는 거야. 나 간다.
네, 감사합니다. That was fun.
Next up, me and Diana 씨.
There's so
네.
much emotion in these. How many lines? 10 lines?
Yeah. I can imagine having this conversation with my friends. That's why I wanted this to be. Yeah, let's start.
네.
야, 시험 잘 봐요?
왔어. 아니, 완전히 망쳤어.
진짜? 대한기다.
왜?
나도 망쳤어.
진짜? 나 이거 하나 틀렸어. 너 이거 맞았어?
뭐? 하나?
이거 하나 틀렸어. 그래서 100점이 아니냐?
너 맞고 싶어?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞을 거야. 나간다.
잘했어요.
네.
So, Naomi and Ross.
네.
야, 시험 잘 봤어?
아니, 완전히 망쳤어.
진짜? 다행이다.
왜?
나도 망쳤어.
진짜? 아유, 나 이거 하나 틀렸어. 너 이거 맞았어?
뭐? 하나?
이거 하나 틀렸어. 그래서 100점이 아니야.
너 맡고 싶어?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞출 거야. 막 간다.
감사합니다.
Rose is the only one that sounded like she was running away. What? You know what?
Yeah, now I can say that K-dramas are finally being putting in use.
You know what? I have studied other languages in classrooms, and I've also been a language teacher. And there's nothing like listening to K-dramas where this intonation, it just comes so naturally, you can't help but say it. I just think all Korean learner pronunciation is so much better than any other language, just because
of K-drama, yeah.
Yeah. Even my
Rose
family
씨,
can't speak it, but they know that intonation instantly.
로즈 씨 무슨 언어 가르쳤어요?
스페인어.
오,
그리고 영어, 네, 영어. Actually, that's what I studied. But I do other things now. English and Spanish. So, okay, Ranela 씨.
Your mic is
Ranela?
on mute, Ranela 씨.
Are you there?
It must be loud on her side, I think.
Because if she wants to do it one more time, we can. But if she's not there, then I guess we won't. Maybe she is wearing her mom hat right now.
Yeah.
It happens.
I'm imagining that listeners of this podcast would be worrying about Ranela 씨.
Right. 어떡해. 잘 지냈어요?
You know what? I've been so stressed this last week, and just participating in Glex sessions, I can just express myself and freely and do this stuff.
Nice.
I'm so happy.
Oh, guys, I think because I was on mute, the audio wasn't going through on YouTube. So I'm not sure how much of our dialogue was heard. But anyway, I guess we'll hear it. I screwed up, man. This episode is really living up to its name.
우리는 이 에피소드를 망쳤어. Yay!
Yay.
맞췄어.
완전히
So-
만졌어.
So Ranela, did you want to read B?
Yeah, I just went over there to the kitchen where my phone is, and I went to look at the episode, and I couldn't hear y'all talking.
Oh.
Really? You didn't hear us?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. We got to you. You're up next.
So anyway, if it didn't go through to YouTube, hopefully it recorded on the
Yes.
recording.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. It would have recorded, yes.
So now we have one more round. It's Rose and Ranella.
네네.
네. 오케이. 야, 시험 잘 봤어?
아니, 완전히 망쳤어.
진짜? 다행이다.
왜?
나도 멈췄어.
진짜? 나 이거 하나 틀렸어. 너 이거 맞았어?
뭐? 하나?
이거 하나 틀렸어. 그래서 100점이 아니야.
너 맞고 싶어?
아니, 나 다음 달에는 100점 맞을 거야. 나간다.
Wow, that is good. 잘했어요.
네, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Wow.
Oh, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
이름이 뭐예요? 저는 다니엘입니다. Yes, I got a Korean buddy over here.
Yeah, use it while you can. I had one, and then she went on to other interests, and that was sad.
Right? 몇 살이에요? 4살이에요. You're almost 5 though. So you would say 다섯. 5살이에요. Can you hear YouTube in the background? No copyright infringement intended. I don't know what game this is. They watch YouTubers play video games. Do your kids do that?
We told our kids they were not allowed. They could play a video game or they could watch YouTube, but they were not allowed
to watch other people play.
Right. Our girls went through a stage also watching people play with Barbies on YouTube, and we're like, no.
Oh my god, that was so big.
Like, you can play with Barbies or you can watch YouTube. You cannot watch someone else play on YouTube. Sorry, that's too much. They didn't like it when I told them that.
No, really, it was like a whole scenario and story, and they had episodes and everything, and they had children, and
oh my gosh.
you know, like Elsa's daughter was Elsia. Wait, what? I'm not making fun of you. I'm just laughing at the situation.
No, lots of kids. It's the same everywhere.
Yeah. I'm like, why didn't I think of this? They don't want me playing with Barbies in front of them.
질문 있어요?
네.
Like, why isn't allowed to watch someone else play? Is it like a psychological thing for kids?
Well, it just is weird if you're... Well, there's not anything terrible about it. It's just, it's like more active and more fun if you're doing the playing instead of just watching someone else just sitting there immobile.
No, I was thinking all this time I was thinking like it would hinder the growth of children or anything like that. I was going so deep in my thoughts.
Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, you want your kids to get up and move around occasionally.
Yeah, maybe.
My kids are in school online right now, and so it's really hard, right? Because of the pandemic, they've been in online school all year. So they could just sit there and just stare at the computer all day. It's sometimes you want them to move the blood in their body. You know, move occasionally, shift positions or something. Next year's going to be better. They're going to go to school.
My son actually, there's a few occasions where they would go to a friend's house and they will watch a competition. They will watch the online gaming competition together. And so apparently it's also to learn some strategies.
Right.
So they observe. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's okay a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't spend your entire life doing it. I mean, our kids would love to. They would love to. But, you know, we just encourage a variety of activities because...
Yeah, we went on a media ban this past 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And their dad caved in and gave them his phone. And he's like, "The baby, can you give the baby back his iPad?" I'm like, "He's reading right now. I'm not gonna give him back his iPad. He's 4 years old and reading. Why am I gonna mess with that?" He'll be the earliest reader of the group because he's so bored. He's just opening books left and right.
The pandemic has been really hard. We like our kids to be much more active, but when they're in school online and then all winter, we live in this place where it's always winter. And so, you know, we couldn't go to the gym because of the pandemic. And so everybody's just done a lot more computer than normal at our house. But someday we want to go outside and You
I
know,
have an idea.
Yeah, we haven't been to the trampoline park or the museums. Nowhere.
it's hard. What's your idea?
Since we were talking like about like general life issues and stuff, I was wondering maybe if we could have a conversation on this topic in Korean. So for the next Friday, maybe we can prepare our own conversation about this and, you know, get the corrections done using Naver, Google Translate, whatever, and have our own conversation for the next
Hey.
podcast.
I will write this down because you know how I forget. So
I will remind you
chamkamanya.
because I'm going to participate in podcast definitely.
Hey,
So
정말 돼.
assignment for next week. chamkamanya, Daniel. I have to type.
And even though I don't have Korean learning buddies at my home, I made my sister eat Korean noodles today.
Yay.
And it was so
잘했어요.
spicy. Like the sauce they gave was so spicy. I'm
You're not
glad that I'm
supposed to
found.
everything. You're supposed to put half.
But we do
Oh, I didn't know about that. They told the
너무
instruction on that
매일이에요.
cover.
I only put 1/4.
spicy noodles.
You don't like
man.
spicy noodles?
I was so excited that, you know, the supermarket near my house, they are now bringing in Korean noodles and all this stuff. So I'm like so excited and I started making it.
So this is our first assignment on podcast, by the way. Okay, just a minute. We'll go to the park after this. They want to go to the park.
Also about online games or watching YouTube videos.
Is this just for kids or anyone can talk about it? Because I also watch YouTube videos. I don't play games, but I do watch a lot of YouTube videos.
And also, I found that like on GLEx Instagram page, we can promote YouTube saying that you can hear our conversations here and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what you get what I'm saying? Like
Like
the
posts,
YouTube
like,
is not getting the deserved marketing. It's not getting the deserved attention. It deserves more attention than what it's getting right now.
really, you think so?
I do. Like
so many people watching YouTube, and especially during the lockdown period, everyone is online and everyone is watching YouTube. You know, or
and
Netflix.
everyone is making their own YouTube channel as well. It's like
Yeah.
creating an Instagram page. Like everyone has
Exactly.
YouTube now.
Everyone has a YouTube channel now. So yeah, I think it is getting attention. But since there are so many people on YouTube, I think they're not getting that much views. You know, there
You
are
can
so
also
many,
like, if I'm not like being more workish or something, you can edit all those videos where we have teachers involved and all those little clippings where we learn so much. Like now we're talking, but when we learn with the teachers, we can edit all those videos into one, and that will bring in more audience. Like that will bring more traffic to the channel.
yeah. Yeah, we need a lot of traffic actually because we have so much content. We also have study fairs. So we have 4 videos, 4 live stream videos, but they are about 1 hour, you know, each. So we won't get that much viewers because, you know, maybe the attention span is for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, not more than that, right? So we need to clip them and make it short, like just the important information. So more people can watch it, more people can benefit from it, right? Because no one will stay, no one will watch the video for 1 hour maybe, but you can watch for 10 minutes or something, 15 to 20 minutes video.
I was actually in a class and I got all these notifications about people talking in our group, like Ranalashi and others talking about mark sales and stuff. I wanted to jump in and talk about sales and marketing for the online resources like our GLEx podcast, but I was in the class and I'm like having two thoughts.
But you can
Break
always
down
share
your notes.
that. Yeah, write down
Send
the
it to
notes and share it. So it will always benefit us in in the future, because we are doing all these things and we're just thinking about it by ourselves, but we want more ideas and we want more people to contribute. So it
Yeah,
can
because it's not really just about me and Sanchita anymore. It started out as just me and Sanchita, and then Rose and Serena, and then, Vanessa, and then you, and, like so many people joined us on
yes.
podcast who have come and gone, but still keep in touch with us.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they have their own projects and everything. And we really appreciate that friendship from everyone, even though they're not regularly participating anymore. We're still here together, um, and now it's 1,000 people. And
Mm-hmm.
and it used to be like 200, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got the handle on this. I can keep in
Yeah.
touch with 200 people, and then it's like 1,000. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know who's who anymore. I'm sorry. Please keep in touch with me. Just send me a message. Because it's harder to, be friends with 1,000 people than 200. It's kind of hard to.
Yeah. What I believe is that, each one of us is like a marketer. So all of us need to market this community. That's how we'll get more students. That's how we'll get more teachers, right? So even with the conversation sessions, I keep telling people that if there are more people, then we can get more teachers. It's not a problem, right? But we want fixed number of students, so even the teachers feel comfortable. And these teachers are like volunteer teachers, right? They just want to talk with foreigners. They want to share their language uh, with the world, right? So we just need more students who are interested and they can uh, join the journey. Like the teachers are also welcome to join us. More teachers are welcome to join us.
One place where I have been telling people about GLEx is on the
Mm-hmm.
Quora forums. I get a lot of questions because one time I answered a question about language learning. And so I get a lot of people who ask me questions about where they can go to learn Korean because they don't have a
That's
local
right.
place to go. And
Uh-huh.
I always tell them, I give them like 3 different sites. I tell them how to study Korean for grammar. I tell them, talk to me in Korean for grammar and usage and just like kind of like their textbook,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And I tell
Mm-hmm.
them to come to GLEx to learn to actually practice speaking because you can
Right.
do
Uh-huh.
the little apps on your phone all you want, and it will help you to some extent to
Mm-hmm.
learn to
Mm-hmm.
memorize words. But at some point, you have to speak.
Yes, exactly. That is the
Mahayateo.
main thing. Yes,
Hey.
I absolutely agree with that.
So I have told a lot of people, I don't know if anyone came, but every time someone asks me, I'm like, you should go here and you should sign up.
Rose,
So
maybe they're shy because they don't have a contact person. Would there be a time where you would be available to introduce us to them? Kind of like,
well, they're not people I know personally. It's just they ask a question and
I
and they
gotcha.
can tag people that have answered a question before, but like I don't know them at all. I just give them the link because I sometimes I don't come back and make a response or anything. But I keep
I
posting the link.
I know what you mean, Rose. Like, there's this group on Kakao Talk,
Mm-hmm.
and every time they will join, they say that, oh, is this where I can learn Korean? But of course, it's not because
Right.
it's just a platform where you just practice writing, texting, and
Right.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-huh.
when you have several people asking, can we, can I learn Korean in this chat group? And of course, you can't. And then when I forward the link, and then they ask 1,001 questions, and then nothing happens.
Right.
Yeah, but
So
that's
it's
what you do. You just advertise, and then at some point it
yeah,
reaches a critical tipping point, I think.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
it's I give them all the information, I answer their questions, and then they say, then for some reason they will find a reason to say that it's not
Mm,
for them.
mm,
So I don't know what is stopping them. I just say, this is free.
Yeah.
I
You
right.
think
can.
people are not comfortable with free. So we are making
Mm.
paid sessions for people who are more comfortable paying.
Well, I
So,
say that there's some are free and some, are just affordable. So
Maybe we
Yeah.
should make them watch our like short YouTube videos, like 5 to 10 minutes YouTube videos.
Right. We need to work on that, so that can be,
When
like a
we
promotional
forward the
video.
information about GLEx, we should also, I think we should also forward like one of our YouTube videos, like, see, this is how things work, like how people
that's a good
Oh,
practice.
idea.
that's a
Is
good
anybody out
suggestion.
there willing to volunteer to make like advertisement videos for what we do here at GLEx 2020? Because obviously, like, we're not experts in everything. We try our best to market and make videos and do all these things, but we're not quite expert at it, and we have a lot of administrative things that we already do, so we really
Yeah.
definitely need volunteers for
I,
production and outreach and all that. And also, if you're good at organizing, like maybe you can help us with like the organizational stuff, like as in helping us to delegate the task and creating committees who would do Twitter and Instagram and all that. Because right now, our hands are in everything, and I think it would be better if we could delegate to
For
people who want
Instagram,
to.
I've seen message asking about graphic designers, but I think
Mhm.
if Ranelashi and Sanjitashi can sit together, and maybe some of us like Rose, she and I, Jarinashi, and work on our like how you have your own logo, like for Plex.
Mhm.
Maybe if you can prepare a few Instagram templates, like specially for GLEx with the colors and fonts and everything,
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mm-hmm.
use like it will be a consistent thing on your Instagram page.
I
So
thought we
when
already
people
have that
see
on
your
Instagram. Don't you have
Similar.
Yeah,
that
we do
yeah,
have
already?
but
that.
I see GLEx like on like official GLEx 2020 podcast page. I see like multiple designs involved in it, so you can have your own special template for you.
But
You can make
I think what Shrikati suggested about maybe adding including a short video clip or a YouTube is part of the marketing tool is not a bad idea. I think you don't need to make something new out of it. You can just, I don't know the process, but we have so many recorded sessions, right? You
Yeah,
can
we
just
do. We
take
do.
a few seconds from our daily study, a few seconds of um, I don't know, a few seconds of the game session, a few seconds of the Korean with Terry or Yu Son Sang Sim, a few seconds of clip with Cho. You're also a super beginner. You just you just have a few seconds of each of these, and you string it together, or you
Mm.
stitch it, or whatever they call it, and you
Yeah.
have a 1 minute marketing video that
that's
you attach to, like, hey, why don't you check out GLEx 2020, and then you click on this and you get 1 minute and you have video clips of all the various things that you guys are doing, and it's very real.
Yeah. So it is
also we can
actually,
make testimonials. We can
we
have
do.
testimonials.
Yes. Yes. So we actually ask people to review, write a review on our page. So I think it is very helpful for us because more people get to see that so many people have benefited from this community, right? So we have about 8 reviews on our page right now, or maybe I don't know, 6 to 8. I'm not sure, but we do want more people to write reviews on our page. So I'll keep telling people to write reviews after every class. Maybe we'll have to keep telling them, and also give, maybe some people are good at making videos, right? So they can give a video testimonial for us. Just make a short clip on like record on Instagram or on TikTok, and you can send it to us. That this is this group, and I've been studying with them for quite a while now, and they are you can learn Korean here. You can talk to native Korean people here, like that, something like that. Video testimonials on Instagram,
And
Reel, or TikTok.
like Jarina, she said like they found at least like any random excuse or a genuine excuse to not join GLEX.
Yeah,
And
I mean they just
we should at least make a document or a Google sheet with all the feedback, like the reasons of why they're not joining. And some may sound like silly and stuff, but having those written together, we can make a plan out of it, and we can we can reach out to people if they ask about learning Korean through GLEX. We can tell them in a way that they don't find this excuse anymore. Some may seem funny and we can just delete it, but just having like, if someone gives a genuine review of why they can't join, and we should ask formally too. Like I have learned when organizing an event, we have to ask formally. It may sound like we're being vulnerable, but we have to ask in the first place when we are offering something, like why is it and also say that it will help us give better service to others in the future.
So this is like a planning meeting actually, Ranela, right? So we should have Shrikirti, please get in touch with us after
Yeah,
this
it's
meeting.
perfect.
So, yeah, but we are doing this live. So
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah.
It's okay. That way
OMG, I
people
totally
know
forgot
like
it was a
what we
live.
do.
Yes, it was a live session.
Yeah, we're still live. So thank you all for your input. This is really important because we're very transparent about the things that we do, and we want to make sure that you know what we're doing and we're not hiding anything. So you can trust us. You can join us because you trust us. And thanks everybody for being here. That's our segment for today. It's 12 o'clock here and
Yes.
it's midnight for Zarina. So thanks everybody. We'll see you all
네,
time.
Okay,
네.
감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
안녕히
안녕히
주무세요.
계세요.
안녕히 주무세요, 여러분.
박인혜 씨.
네,
Save
네.
screen.
감사합니다. Say, I will say. Oh,
I made 2 pages, so
okay. Can you go to the other page? I'll take a screenshot.
that
How was this possible? Making another page on Zoom?
on the bottom right hand corner you can click on the plus page and then you can have 2 pages. Ta-da! Whiteboard.
Oh.
See, I don't know how to do that on Google Meet. So
But only you can do this, right? Because you're the host.
yes, but if
Yeah.
you want me to make another page for you, I can do that as well.
Yes, let's make a good night or bye-bye page.
Okay.
안녕, big 안녕.
You can draw right now.
Hey, you should have
This is my favorite part.
You should end off the live streaming with a picture of the GLEx logo on the whiteboard.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Nay, I don't know how to do that.
No, just
No.
do a copy paste, isn't it? No?
When
on whiteboard you can't do images.
when you're about to stop the meeting, since you don't have your video on, and if you speak, we can see the logo. You get what I'm saying? So people with the logo, Sanchitashi or Ranelashi, should be talking something and we end the meeting. That's how it gets.
Oh.
But right now I can't see any pictures. Are you saying that on live we can see pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness gracious. I know nothing about technology. Next to nothing. We've been doing this for how long?
It's fine. We're improving, I think.
Actually, guys, you know what happened while you guys were talking? I was cooking something and I had to run to the kitchen because I smelled it burning. So that's another screw up for Ranella for today. It's just like, wow, talk about self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. Okay.
So instead of I screwed up, next episode is I succeeded.
백첨 잘 봤어요. 백첨 잘 볼 거예요.
All right.
All right,
I'll
guys.
see you guys later.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
감사합니다.
We are probably like one of those few groups